right, everybody, we are back. My next guest is one of the stars of the critically acclaimed show Andy Richter Controls the Universe. Let's take a look at her getting ready for a blind date.
Come on, y'all. Let's ball. Sock it to me, baby. Hey, hey, what I say? Oh, don't shout it, work it on out. Come on, girls. Kick it.
Hi.
Please welcome Paget Brewster. So great to have you here. You know, we met, this is like just about a month ago.
Yeah.
Andy called me up and said, you know, would I come out and shoot an episode of the show? And I thought, well, it'll be great to see Andy, but it'll be work. And I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. You guys have it's a great cast.
Yeah, we have fun.
We had a lot of fun working together.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had to be up at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
which I'm not into at all.
Brutal.
Yeah, I'm like Scorsese. I don't like this. So, but it was fun. I got to do a lot of fun stuff in that character.
Yeah, well, you were great. And a definite bonus to your appearance on the Andy Richter show was you were naked.
There's a scene.
No, you don't know about this
There's
yet.
a scene,
He's
it hasn't aired yet, where I have to be naked, and it bothered me a little bit that a lot of the ladies seem to clear out. When
No,
it was
we were
that time
told.
frame.
We were told to clear out.
You were told?
It was a
well, no one
closed
told
set.
me that you were told to
Oh, we
clear
were
out.
told.
I thought the ladies were like, don't want to see him.
Yeah, no. We were told to clear out.
Oh, good. I feel better.
Yeah, because you have to walk around with your bits in a pouch.
Yeah.
Embarrassing for any man.
Not embarrassing at all.
Well, no, apparently not, because the big scuttlebutt on the set afterwards was that Props was running around trying to, because he's nude, you're not supposed to see his nudity.
It's not HBO, so they had to block it with...
So they had to put a prop in front of him so that we wouldn't see him. And apparently they didn't have a prop sculpture big enough to cover your manhood.
This is my favorite story that any celebrity has ever told. This is my favorite story. And they kept bringing in different props, and they were like, it won't do it. And then they were like soldering sculpture together.
Oh.
I mean, they were trying to make something, and I was like...
Your giant, yes, your giant glowingness.
Please.
They did. They kept scouring the Paramount lot for a Chicago building.
Right, little model.
Sculpture.
Yeah,
Not little.
Well, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You make these little jokes, but apparently you're monstrous.
Well, you know, I like to send people the wrong way. That's comedy, you know? You misdirect them. Let's have this story keep going on and on. Yeah.
So...
Now, but clearly you guys are having a good time, and I got to tell you, we were all very sad when Andy left our show, and we're very happy that things have worked out for him, but we miss so many things about him. And one, and I talked about this with Andy when he was here, is that Andy is very good with computers.
Yeah.
And so he would go into people's offices, and he would figure out ways to access pornography.
Yes.
And then he would put it on their computer and make it the screensaver.
Yes.
And then run away. And so the most uptight people in the office would come. I mean, this is all illegal, by the way. And he would then sit down, and the screensaver would be, you know, two fat guys doing something. And it would be very traumatic for him. Is he doing that on your show?
Well, I think he's doing it to the writers. None of us have computers. Some of us have video games.
You've got to get computers so you can see this porn. It's really good stuff.
Yeah. No, the writers have computers, and I think he goes in there and not only brings up porn for their screensaver thing, but I think he also sends dirty emails and as the person, so he'll write a dirty email.
This is
and someone will get it and they'll think, this came from John? Oh my.
Yeah. He's got to be stopped. Someone's got to stop this man.
It's pretty funny,
He
though.
really does control the universe. That's why, he controls the universe of porn anyway. But you all are having such a good time.
Yeah, it's great. It's pretty fun. I'm really glad that you got to come and see it, too.
Well, I'm glad you got to see me. All right, you were cleared from the set.
Sorry.
Now I didn't know this about you because I hung out with you for that week, but I didn't realize that you used to have a talk show.
Yeah, yeah. I had a talk show when everyone had a talk show. I had a talk show in '94 when Ricky Lake was really big. Suddenly, every production company under the sun got 20-something hosts. So there was Danny Bonaducci and Tempest Bledsoe and Carney Wilson and everybody. Lucy Arnaz had a show, and I had a show, and I was in San Francisco.
How did they find you? How did they know that you...
I was, I was an art school dropout, bartending, ex-punk rock singer, and that kind of magic comes to the attention of a production company that just can't say no. So actually, no, a manager hung out in my bar where I bartended.
And said, and then you hear about that in movies.
Until he got drunk enough to say he would represent me, and he said, go make a videotape of you interviewing people. So I went to the local supermarket and I made fun of Bergie beer, and I flirted with the cashier, and it was all on video, and he sent it to Westinghouse, and they signed me.
So you got this talk show, and you were doing one of those talk shows. Was it like a Springer kind of show where people were fighting?
Well, it was right at the time when Springer was, when everybody was fighting. So I didn't want to do that because I don't like to see people beating each other up, and also when they're guests and you've talked to them. I don't know, maybe you've had, you know, bad times with guests.
Just a violent person.
You don't want to see them get beat up. So when I did this show, I would have the, you're going to see my microphone now. I would like be in the audience, and it would look like people were starting to go, and I would run up and do that. So, I'd stick my leg.
You hit your leg in the way? Did they ever hit your leg?
No, because they didn't want to hit my leg.
See, that's probably why the show didn't make it. It's like if Jerry Springer broke up all the fights by like sticking his leg in the way, no one would watch the show.
But I didn't care.
That was good. That was good.
It was on at 1:30 in the morning on the CBS station.
But
we did really well. We got really good ratings. And it was nice because it was all different ages. And I would go, if I went to the Rite Aid, old people would come up to me and say, you are such a dear, and you're so nice. I make my grandchildren watch your show. And then, you know, go to the Castro, and crazy pierced, most gay queens you've ever seen on earth. Girl, you so funny! So it was like insane. It was a huge cross-section of people watching.
Now, is it true? Someone told me that you had to hold down your regular job while you had the talk show.
Yeah, it didn't pay. I didn't realize I was being scammed. I shouldn't have said.
So you were doing the talk show, and then where were you working while you were doing the talk show?
I was bartending at the drunk tank.
That's insane. So you had a TV show, and then you were like, okay, folks, good night. We'll see you tomorrow night on the big show. Woo. And then you'd run out and serve people drinks.
Yes. I would still. We shot the shows. We shot 3 shows a day. 3 shows Friday, 3 shows Saturday. That was our week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was working at the Drunk Tank, which was like a metalhead biker bar.
Oh, I've been there. But a lot of people have to do that. For the first 2 years of this show, I would do the show and then go work at Tom McCann's Shoes.
And it's hard.
It's hard. People don't know that.
Some people will be mean to you because you're on TV, and they don't understand why you're on TV. How come you're on TV?
Jealous.
I should be on TV. Yeah, so guys would treat you rotten.
Oh, that's terrible. No, not me. No? I always get the respect. I don't know what you're talking about. No, it's true. Andy Richter Controls the Universe airs original episodes on Sunday nights at 9:30 and Tuesday nights at 8:30 on Fox. Come on back. It's really fun talking to you.
I'd love to.
Paget Brewster, everybody. We'll take a break when we come back. Tony Bennett, Katie Lang. Stick around. That was great. Nothing wrong, baby.